So, good morning, friends. How are you all? Hope you had a great weekend. So, let's start today's problem. This is this. So, what is the problem? The problem is odd repeat. Now, it's a very simple problem. If you've understood what exactly they want, then you're able to do this problem very easily. So let me tell you what exactly the problem is. I have one pictorial presentation, so you just need to go through this and you're good to go. Now, what is this question? In this question, they are saying that you have a value of n as an odd number, all right? So they will give you three values. First value is n, second value is k, and third value is s. Now, what happened? N is the series of odd numbers. So there are series of an odd number that you are going to enter. Like if you enter the value of n equals to 3, so there must be three different odd numbers in the series, like 1, 3, 5. If n value is 4, then it will become 1, 3, 5, 7. All right. So this is the number of an elements in the series, right? And the series is of odd numbers. Then there is another term called k. Now k is the number of times the element is repeated, right? So k equals to 2 means, so there is a list in which one element is repeated twice. Like if you see k equals to 2, it means 1, 3, 5, 5. Here 5 is repeated twice. That's why the value of k is 2. Alright, if the value of k is 3, alright, then it will be 3 times. It will repeat that number 3 times in a series. Then the value of n will also change because n is 3 means there are 3 different odd numbers that are there. Alright. Now, after that, there is S value. S equals to 14. S is the total sum of all the list in an element. Now, what you need to find? You have to find the number which is repeated in the series. So, you have to find the number of that. Now, here, let's take a very simple example that first you have n equals to 3, right? So n value equals to 3. So it could be three different odd numbers. So 1, 3, and 5. Let's assume I have a series which I've entered to check is 1, 3, and 5. Then, since you know that the sum of first n numbers in the series, it's a simple mathematics. Odd number in the series is always n square. It's a simple mathematics. All right. So n square, that is 3 to power 2, which is equals to 9. So when you enter in the first row 1, in the second row 3, in the third row 5. So when you enter 1 plus 3 plus 5, it will give you what? 9. All right. And n is 3. So 3 to power 2 is equals to 9. That's why n square. So sum is always n square. This is a mathematics. I've tried to explain it, but it's simple mathematics. N square equals to uh, the sum of the odd numbers. Now, you know that the actual sum is given to you. So what is given to you? The number of an elements, that is n. K is how many times an element is repeated. We don't know. We have to find that element. And S is the total sum of all the elements, right? So, including the repeated one, right? So, that is S equals to 14. So, the actual sum is S. Now, what is the normal sum? Normal sum is the sum that you have created for the odd number of series. So, from here, you can find the actual sum, the difference. So, total number is 14, right? Total sum is given to you is 14 and the sum of odd number is 9. So, 14 minus 9 will give you 5, right? So, this is the actual sum that you are getting. Now, you know that there is some element that is extra, that k equals to 2. Means there must be one element which is double. K2 is one element is double. If K3, then that element is 3 times. So the value of K varies. So here the value of k is equals to 2. It means there is one element which exists double. So if we see this example, we have to find that element. So first, let's take an extra time out. Always, if it's double, if it's triple, if it's 4, we only need 1, right? So always extra time is k minus 1. Whatever the value of k, you have to minus it with 1. It will give you the extra time, right? So the simple formula to calculate this is s minus n square divided by k minus 1. That is the number k, how many times it is repeated? Minus 1, right? So n is the number of first odd number. K is the number of 3 times one number is repeated, right? And S is the total number of sum of an element. So if you have a sum and you have the value of K, that how many times any element that is repeated, that you need to find out. And N is the number of an elements, right? So these are the 3 things given to you, and you need to find the solution. So let's see, let's go back in the question and read the question again, so we will understand what exactly the question is. So here, if you see n equals to 3, right? What does it mean? That there are 3 odd numbers that should be there in the array list. Okay, let's see. 1, 1, 3, 5. The list is 1, 1, 3, 5. Here, n is equals to 3. Yes, 1, 3, 5. The value of n. 1 is different, 3 is different, and 5 is different. Now, k equals to 2. There must be some element which is double. So, which element is double? 1. Right? Now, let's take another example. There could be multiple examples for this list. So, n equals to 3. So, what is 3? 3 different elements. Okay, 1, 3, and 5. Yes. And k equals to 2. So, there is 3. 3 comes twice. This is also valid for this n equals to 3, k equals to 2. So, there could be multiple ways in which it can get valid. So, we have to find the basic solution for this, right? So, what is a basic solution? Simply this formula. What is this formula? S is the total sum given to you minus the normal sum of first n odd numbers. It's a simple mathematics, n square. Alright, divide by k minus 1. This is a simple mathematical problem. Alright, so let's do it. Let's see how we will achieve this. So if you enter here, we are entering t. So t is 3. Alright, so you are entering 3 here. Now, 3 means 3 list you will be entering. This, this, and this. Now, let's come here. The value of n. What is n? Is the number of an element, right? And then k, any element in the list. So, if there are 3 elements, 2 of them will be repeated, right? That's what he is saying. And the sum is 40, right? The sum is 14. That's what he is saying. Now, what we want an answer for this. Let's see what it will give. So, normal sum is always n square. Simple mathematics, you have to find the sum of all odd numbers. So, that is n square. That is equals to 9. Alright. So, normal sum become 9. Now, the total sum given to you is what? It's already provided. You don't have to do anything. It's given to you. So, the total sum is 14. That is given to you. 14 minus 9. Right? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 14 minus 9 will give you 5. Now, it should be divided by k minus 1. Why k minus 1? Because k is the element that has been repeated, but we only need 1. Like they are saying k equals to 2, means there must be some number which is coming twice, but we only need it 1 time. So that's why k minus 1, right? So 2 minus 1 will give you what? 1. So 5 divided by 1 will give you 5, right? And then you will print the number, that is 5. Okay, let's see what is the answer. So if we enter 3 to 14, it will give us 5. Yes, it is giving us 5. Yes, it's correct. Let's go back again and see. When it come back here, instead of 3, it will do 2. It will come back here. And here, if you see what is the value of n value is 5, that there are 5 elements in the list. And out of 5, 4 are repeating itself. Alright? And the sum is 28. Right? So there must be some list. Right? There are 5 different elements. Out of 5, 4 are repeating. K equals to 4. Alright? So let's come here. N value is 25. N square is always 25. Now, 28 minus 25. Let's do this simple mathematics. 28 minus 25. Because sum is 28. Right? So 28 minus 35 is 3. 3 divided by K. What is K? 4. 4 minus 1. That is always 3. Right? Which is giving us 1. Right? Okay. So the number is 1. Right? So let's see whether when we are entering this number, is it giving us 1? Yes, it is giving us 1. So our logic is perfectly fine. Let's go back again here for the third case. Therein what it will do, it is giving us 1. Right? Okay. Now enter the number of an element in the list. Okay. There are only 2 elements in the list. Okay. So then K value is 3, in which 3 elements are repeated and sum is 10. When you're entering 10 as a sum, then what will happen? Simple mathematics, n square will give you 4. Alright. Now let's calculate the sum. So here, if we see S equals to, alright, what is S? Here S is 10. 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 will give you what? 6. 6 divided by K minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. It will give us 2 threes are 6. So the answer is 3. So it should print us 3. Alright, so here the answer will become 3. Right, so once you enter 3, it will go back and revert it. So 5, 1, 3 will be the answer. Okay, so it is a simple logic. If you see here in the test case, they are saying, let's take an example of this test case 1, right? So 3 is the number of the number of odd digits that you are entering. So here in the test case 1, 1, 3 and 5. Yes, there are 3 different odd numbers that I have entered. 1, 3 and 5. Then 2. 2 is what? There must be some element that is repeated twice. So what is K? K equals to 2 means one element is repeated twice. So let's see. Yes, 5 is the element that is repeated twice. Yes, we have 5 as an element. Now, let's see the sum of that number. 14. Is the sum of this sum of all this is 14? 5 plus 1, 10. 5 plus 5, 10. Or 4, 14. Yes. So this case, it will perfectly match. Right? So this is a series. There could be multiple cases that you can generate with this. Then how you can find out? Simple, by this formula. You have the sum. You have to minus the sum from the sum of first n odd numbers. Then divide by the repetition of a number minus 1. It will give you the exact output. Right? I think this question might help you to understand the basic logic. But for this, you should have a basic mathematical knowledge that how to find the first sum of first n numbers. That's it, n square. And it's a simple maths. If you have sum of numbers, that is S, and the sum of total numbers, first 10 numbers, you have to minus from them, and then k minus 1. Why k minus 1? K is the repeated element, and I only need 5 1 in the series. I don't need twice. That's why 5 minus 1 should be there. 2 minus 1, because k is 2, so 2 minus 1. If k is 3, I need only 1. So 3 minus 1, 4. K is 4, 4 minus 1, whatever it is, whatever and elements you are entering. That's why it should be divided by k minus 1. All right. So yeah, thank you so much. And let me know how much I have achieved. If you understood 5% of it, I have done my task. Thank you.